How do we eradicate pathogens? This is a very broad topic. We're going to break it down in a lot of smaller pieces. One of the manners is biological control. In biological control, you are using something biological to control that particular type of pathogen. Remember, our principal types of pathogens include viruses, bacteria, fungi, and nematodes. And we've got parasitic seed plants. The easiest one of all those to actually have a biological control method is nematodes. The other ones are more difficult. We don't know of any biological control agents for viruses. Bacteria have some viruses which will control them, but your problem is getting them into the right spot at the right manner. Some fungi have some things that work on them, but these are not necessarily other pathogens. These might be something that's found in the soil or something else that is found there. That kind of leaves us with nematodes. Couple of different ways that we look at biological control. One of them is crop rotation. In crop rotation, we're changing up the plants. Not all pathogens are pathogenic on all plants. If you put in a plant that it is not pathogenic on, then you're getting an antagonism between the plants and the pathogen. Then later on, you can come back and put in your regular plant. We have what are called suppressive soils. Suppressive soils have microorganisms growing in the soil that are able to suppress certain kinds of pathogens. When that happens, you decrease the amount of pathogen you've got. We have what is called a green manure. In the green manure, you take a plant that the pathogen may work on, you plant it. This particular plant slows down the pathogen's life cycle. You get it up to a certain spot, then you plow everything under. The pathogen can no longer go forward. It's trapped in there and it's not coming out. We have composting, which is where you get other microorganisms to compete with the pathogen during the composting phase that knocks the pathogen down. One of the best ways to get rid of yard debris and other things like that is to compost it rather than use it as a mulch. As you compost it, you get other organisms in there growing up on it. Then you can come back and use that particular material as a fertilizer that will help your plant material. We look at these. These are nematode trapping fungi. You can purchase these. You can actually isolate these and grow these if you know what you're doing. They produce these little lasso type materials. The nematode will swim over, and for some odd reason it feels like it's got to swim through the little lasso. When it does that, the lasso will then inflate around it, trap it, keep it from going anywhere. Then the fungus will grow into the nematode. It will consume the nematode from the inside out. There are other types of material. On the right-hand side, it shows spores of a fungus being consumed by another fungus. This is a type of competition. As you get this, it's going to knock down that particular material. On the left-hand side, you see a turfgrass plot. One plot has a lot of symptomology in it. The other one looks almost free of it. That is a difference in there due to a pathogen that's going to decrease the amount of organism we have. One thing you have to remember about biological control is these things work. They reduce the number of propagules downwards, but they don't eliminate them completely. If they eliminated them completely, then it would take away its food supply. It basically would starve to death. Biological control, very interesting way of being able to do this using other organisms that can give us a lot of benefit later on.